Hi all, this is Mandy. I just wanted to touch base today because a lot of my team is always asking me about how to talk about the opportunity of their business. And you know, we all fall in love with the products that we sell and we have an easy time sharing it with people at parties. But then when it comes to talking about them joining our team or potentially taking advantage of the opportunity that our business has to offer, it can be really challenging to feel comfortable to share it with the same amount of passion and excitement that you do when you're talking about your products. So what I encourage a lot of my team members to do when they're new especially is to think about the top 5 to 10 reasons of why they have fallen in love with their business or why they joined it. So I'm just going to show you something that I made because I always needed something visual when I was started, like little cards. So what I have are cards that list the reasons why I joined. So one of them, of course, is extra money. That's usually why people end up joining a direct sales business, because they want to add a little bit of extra income to their family, to their household, to their budget, to their savings, whether it's to buy shoes or save for retirement or spoil grandchildren, whatever it's for. So one of them is definitely extra money. And I make these little cards. I have 10 of them for me. I'll go through them in a minute. But those 10 I actually hand out to people at the end, and I fan them out and I say, choose one of these. And usually, this is really interesting, the one that the person chooses, whichever one the guest chooses, is one that they actually really feel drawn to. And it turns out often, I find if they do decide to join my team, it's their number one reason for joining. So one is extra money. So I hand it out. I just have the numbers to help me. And then on the back, I have the reasons why. So what I do is I have people at the end of the show or in the middle of the show, whenever you're comfortable talking about it, the guests at the party actually are the ones that end up reading these cards. So what I wrote on the back of Earn Money, for example, is we earn an incredibly high commission at 35%. So at an average party, which is usually about 2 to 3 hours, we earn approximately $75 an hour, and it's used to pay off debt, take extra vacations, pay for retirement, or spoil grandchildren. So instead of me talking about the opportunity, I'm getting people at my parties to talk about the opportunity. So I'll show you quickly the other ones I have. I also have new friends. Something that I didn't expect when I was a very new consultant is how many people would end up becoming my long-term friends in this business, whether they're my fellow consultants, sister consultants, my upline, hostesses, or customers. I have met so many people in the past 9 years of doing my Norwex business that I didn't even think of it as an outlet to meet new people. Also, free trips. Most direct sales companies have free trips. Per year, my husband and I get to go on a free vacation every year. Overcoming fears. Big one. For me, talking in front of people. Oh my goodness, I was a kid that had to say the speech to the teacher in the closet because I couldn't do it in front of the kids. And now I can talk in front of hundreds of people. Everybody has different fears, and this kind of business, because it's yours and you're growing yourself and you're growing into who you really want to be, you do end up overcoming some of your fears, which is wonderful. Full-time income, part-time hours, also why it's ideal to take on as a side business for a lot of people, because you get to earn some extra money without having to give up a full-time job. Or if you decide to turn a direct sales business into your full-time career, you don't have to be working 100 hours a week, which is sometimes what's required when you become an entrepreneur and are trying to build a brand and trying to build yourself. With direct sales, you already have a brand, you already have a product you believe in, you just have to get out there and do it. Next thing that I like about it is social adult time. This was hugely important when I started my Norwex business because I was staying at home with my 3 children who were 5, 3, and 1 at the time, and I was desperate to have grown-up time. It was wonderful, not only as a young mom, to be able to connect with other people and teach women about a faster, easier way for them to enjoy the products that I had to offer, doing something they already do, which is cleaning, but it also gave me the social outlet that I needed so I didn't feel so trapped at home. And I've heard from other people on my team, women who work full-time, that they just enjoyed being an educator at these shows. It gave them an opportunity to have a different kind of social outlet than work or hanging out with their friends. So that was a really big one for me as well. Travel. these are kind of going to get Norwex specific now. Travel is something I wanted in my job, no matter what. It's part of what I always dreamed would be part of whatever work I got into. And the travel, I'm not talking about the free trips. I'm now talking about going to conferences, being able to travel to Dallas, to Germany, to other parts of the USA, to different parts of Canada. They've been sending me to Banff, to Whistler, all of these opportunities to travel inside of the job. And if you do start doing home parties in different provinces or different states or different parts of your country, you will find that you can travel and you can write it off as part of your business. So travel is something that was a really wonderful side benefit of starting my business too. With Norwex, making a difference in my lifetime and in future ones. So because of the mission of Norwex to leave the world a cleaner place, a better place, a safer place, a healthier place than it was when we got here, when I share Norwex in home parties or when I teach people about how to use it, it is making a difference not only in my lifetime, but also in the lifetime that is coming. The future generations are going to benefit from me sharing this. So if you can find a way to connect to the purpose of your party plan business or your direct sales business and why that's going to kind of outlast you, leave a legacy, that is a great thing to share at your parties as a part of the opportunity of joining a company like this as well. Health, huge. Okay, pulling the chemicals out of people's homes, seeing the differences that it made in my household with how long my kids got sick, etc., and just not being exposed to some of the harmful chemicals that are in our cleaning products is a big reason. One of the side benefits again for sharing this business. And I know that there's a lot of other home parties that also have health in mind, and more people are wanting to be educated on easy ways to get healthy for themselves and their families. And one that's very close to my heart, because this has become my career, and it wasn't my intention in the beginning, but I got so passionate about sharing that it's grown into a very large organization. I'm super proud of my team, the Green Visionaries, but I'm especially excited because I'm growing a family business. With Norwex, I can will my business to one of my children who wants to take it over. So it's just like growing your own business. So I hope this has given you an easy idea to share the opportunity at your parties, and a way for you to do it passively where you don't feel like you are the one that has to do all the talking all the time, but to hand out little things, get people to read what's on the back for you. And then at the end, I actually pick one, I collect them all back, and I choose one, and that person wins a prize. I also say that if they take home an opportunity package from me, just an information package, the frequently asked questions about being a Norwex consultant, I put their name into a draw for an extra prize at the party. So there's my tips for sharing the opportunity during the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Once again, my name is Mandy Kultz. I am a leader with Norwex. My team's called the Green Visionaries, and please share if you know others who would appreciate having some tips and information about sharing the opportunity in their direct sales or home party business. Thanks so much. Bye.